Hello and welcome back everyone to Olympia football. We are starting off season 8 of Olympia with the spring game blue versus white, and we will see you coming up soon after this. And off we go. Here is Phil Givens on the white team. We'll kick this off to Eddie Jong in the end zone on the blue team. Jong will take it out to about the 29-yard line, and that is where he will be met. And out comes the blue team. And they come out in the flex bone, a new wrinkle maybe to Olympia's offense this year. Roalatu pitches it out to Darrell Ramsey. Darrell Ramsey down to the 30, stiff-arming his way down to the 27-yard line. So, of course, we'll have players switching off jerseys. Some play for blue and white. And the first throw of the day from Roalatu to Ty Crease goes in the end zone. Touchdown. And how about Ty Crease? I think we're all excited to see what he can do this year. As Harris kicks it off now. And that'll be Derek Kaniver returning this one out. He gets some really good blocking there. Some more really good blocking, spins inside, and he's down to the 43-yard line. Armstrong handing this off tackle to Kirk Doherty, and he'll pick up about 4 yards. Again, we will have some players playing on both blue and white today. Some will be switching teams, but mostly we'll have a split between the players, and they'll be sticking with one team. Kirk Doherty and Christian Armstrong will be part of the white team for the rest of this game, as Doherty gets a nice 5-yard run there. 3rd and 5 now in the pistol. Christian Armstrong gonna drop back, throw this one out. He had a man open, and that gets intercepted. Mark Walker, the freshman cornerback who will play, he will be starting. Not sure if he'll be at the slot or out wide, but a nice play from him there. You excited to see that? And him and James McIntosh could be a really dangerous duo. Roalatu still in the game now, rolling out, throwing this one to Ty Crease. Another big catch from him as he's got about 50 yards receiving already and a touchdown. 2nd and 9 now. Rudy Rutherford in motion. Looks like that shotgun heavy formation. We're going to throw this out to new backup fullback Gordon Lawson. That's right, this team has 2 fullbacks on its roster because we like to use our fullbacks. Gordon Lawson, I'm really excited for him. And how about this? Sacked there by Matt Owens, a strong safety who I think can play more of a box safety, Honey Badger-esque role, you know, if you're thinking NFL. And now Latu throwing it out, intercepted by Rashad Hines. So we've seen 2 interceptions already by both blue and white team. Armstrong throwing out almost another pick there for Sean Pratt, and I just don't know where Christian Armstrong is throwing the ball so far. Steve Cox motioning out wide on 3rd and 12 here. Looks like we're in a really close up offset shotgun formation here. Armstrong going to snap it, drop back, throw this one deep, and that is once again almost picked off. Sean Pratt and Derek Kaniver there in coverage. So blue team takes over, and this time Wesley Dunmore checks in at quarterback. Looks like we might see 2 drives out of the quarterbacks and then a rotation. A 7-yard run here for J.J. Thomas off tackle. Of course, Wesley Dunmore is someone I was really excited to see last year, and he just never quite impressed enough. Dunmore dropping back here, and he has a man open. That's Darrell Ramsey on the rail route, but Ramsey just not fast enough, and Dunmore sails it on him a little bit. 3rd and 9 now. Play action to Thomas. Dunmore going to drop back, throw this one out. Crease has it on the post. Crease shrugs a tackle off, and Crease will walk into the end zone. Great blocking there. I think that was Terrence Hawthorne with the nice seal, and Ty Crease makes one man miss, and he's off to the races. Ty Crease is dominating this game so far. Kaniver on the kickoff here to wind down the first quarter. Gets some nice blocks, cuts it outside, and Derek Kaniver will walk this one into the end zone. Look at all that speed. He hasn't seen the field a whole lot in his time at Olympia on defense. That might have to change, at least as far as returning goes. Hand off J.J. Thomas. Nice move here. And Thomas having a really good game so far. Thomas is someone that didn't touch the ball enough last year, and I think that might have to be rectified if Coach Hunt wants to win more games. Nice pass here on 2nd and 2 to Stitch Robinson on the flag route there. Wesley Dunmore, other than that one overthrow, has looked great so far, and blue team has a 7-point lead with the ball going into the 2nd quarter. We'll see it coming soon after this. We start off the second quarter here. It's like Wesley Dunmore in the gun with J.J. Thomas beside him. Dunmore tries to roll out of the pocket, but the contain was there, and Rory Mays will come up with the sack. 1st and 10 now. Chris Mason, the true freshman, stepping into the game as he finds Eric Dawson on the flag route there. Now in that shotgun monster package, going to throw this out to Schuster. Schuster so shifty, getting about 8 yards there just off the catch that he should have been brought down at the line of scrimmage. So Chris Mason, more of a runner, but I think he's got a decent arm as well. We'll see how he holds up. Here's Eddie Jong with a nice off tackle run there. Now Mason staying in the pocket. Had a tight window to throw to there for Zach Schuster and just sailed on everybody. 1st and 10 now. Mason throwing this one out. That's caught by Corey Cross, his first catch of the day for 8 yards there. And now it's 2nd down and 2. Full house pistol here. Mason gonna take a triple option here. Pitches out to Kirk Doherty. Doherty, a lot of space in front of him, stiff arming his way down to the 11-yard line. And so far we've seen a lot of pistol from Olympia. Pistol again here as they're going to actually move to more of a short shotgun. And Corey Cross catches this one in the end zone. Definitely the red zone target to watch out for. Chris Mason with a really nice first drive. 1st and 10 for blue team as Latu checks back in the game. And Ty Crease in motion here. It's a pitch out to him, and he'll pick up about 9 yards. I think Latu should have just held on to that one. Now Adam Brady in motion, a freshman wide receiver, and this will be a throw out to Eddie Jong underneath. He'll pick up 10 yards and a first down. As we said, players will be swapping jerseys, so you can expect to see if they play one position on one possession, they might switch the next. Thomas here on 1st and 20, catching for a 19-yard reception there. I think J.J. Thomas is going to have a huge role in the offense this year. Latu back in that flex bone. So we've seen that a few times now, and the flex bone actually looks pretty good. Latu now 5 wide. I mean, you've seen a lot of variation so far from Olympia's offense as Latu sails this one on Eddie Jong. Just way over his target there. I'm not sure what's going on. 3rd and 10, and again, Ty Crease wide open, and Latu just can't hit an open man. So 1st and 10 for the white team as Christian Armstrong will check back into the game now. Kirk Doherty going to run this down 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Play action here for Armstrong. Drops back, throws this one deep, and that is almost picked off by James McIntosh. And I just don't know what Christian Armstrong's doing today. Screen pass out now for blue team out to Ty Crease as that'll be 12 yards, and Crease continuing to climb. He's already well over 100 yards in just the first half alone. Latu rolling out left here. Air mails this one to Jay Moore. I don't even know where he was throwing that. More of an arm punt, if anything. And Moore gets down to the 29-yard line. So far, Latu and Armstrong have not impressed me all that much. Christian Armstrong now had a man in step, and he misses him. Zach Schuster just got behind James McIntosh. A battle I think we all want to see at times. And Armstrong just absolutely missed him here. Now Steve Cox, at least, Armstrong finally hitting a target. That'll be a 12-yard reception for Cox. Armstrong dropping back, again finds Cox over the middle, that seam. That'll be a 25-yard reception. And that is how we end the first half, 16-14 in favor of the white team. I think both quarterbacks need to be doing better so far. We'll start the second half here. That is Bill Chambers, a true freshman, checking in. A bit unheralded recruit there that we hadn't really talked about a whole lot. Chris Mason being more of the big name that we picked up. But Chambers is a pretty nice pocket passer. Not a lot of movement on him, though. 5-yard run for Kirk Doherty there, and it'll be 3rd down and 1. So now Chambers in the pistol motioning over Jong, and so far not getting allowed to throw the ball yet. This is all just going running backs, and that is a nice run there from Kirk Doherty with a lot of steam in front of him. 23-14 is your score now, and Dunmore taking this one out, pitches it out. Ty Crease, a lot of green in front of him, and he's faster than everybody on this field. Crease, 10-5 touchdown. And if we can get a running quarterback, and I think that might just end up being Wesley Dunmore at this point, that's the kind of stuff you can do with Ty Crease as a wide receiver. Chambers now, a nice throw here. Kirk Doherty making a nice catch. Picks up a block, and he's down to the 23-yard line. A 45-yard catch and run for Doherty. How about Chambers' throw there? Now Chambers, a nice timing pattern to Schuster, and he throws it low where only Schuster can grab it. Jong in motion now. Handoff. Doherty up the middle, down to the 1 yard line. A 7-yard run there. Second down and goal. Almost 100 yards rushing already for Doherty. And Chambers making an adjustment here. He's got the brass to call an audible here. He calls his own number, as a matter of fact. Just a straight power up the middle, and Chambers with his first touchdown there in the spring game. So I think that was a pretty good drive there for Chambers. I'm excited to see what he can do going forward. And how about J.J. Thomas on the sweep here? 10-yard run. Buck sweep has really always been his game, but we also think he can maybe run up the middle. Dunmore taking this one. Rudy Rutherford, a nice block on the outside there. At 5'6" with boots on, I don't think you should be losing a block to Rudy Rutherford. Now J.J. Thomas takes it up the middle for about 7 yards. It'll be first down and 10. A 10-point deficit, speaking of which, for the blue team at this point. Thomas now in the flat, spins around and picks up 12 yards. He's been so dynamic in this game so far. First and 10, 2 tight end set. Actually, that's a fullback. And a deep throw here. Man open, it's Crease. Crease wide open in the back of the end zone. And Dunmore with the throw of the game so far. So another drive here for Bill Chambers. And Chambers right back-to-back passes that are just fantastic. Finds Schuster. I don't know who this Chambers kid is, but we got to learn more about him. Chambers rolling out right. He's got Kirk Doherty now. Second catch for Doherty. And he's over 50 yards receiving. At 60, as a matter of fact. Chambers now play action. Throwing this one out. A tight window there to throw it. And he gets it to him. But that gets broken up. Chambers now 3rd and 10. Rolling out. And he'll take off and run with this one. He's not fast. But man, if he's open like that, 10-yard run for him. Now in that heavy shotgun look that he audibled to earlier for his first touchdown. Schuster in motion. It's a play action to Schuster. Actually think he had him there, but he's going to roll out. Throws it, and he finds Kevin Tate in the back of the end zone. Now this would get overturned, and they'd go for it on 4th and goal. White team at the 2-yard line. I don't agree with the call there, but you know, sometimes this happens in a real life situation. And Chambers getting blown up there. Turnover on downs. Dunmore checks in again. Blue team. Full house pistol here. It is a triple option now, and Dunmore taking up the middle. The other thing is Dunmore's just a big frame quarterback, a lot of muscle on him. He can take more hits. 2nd and 1 now. Play action. Finding Ty Crease on the post. And Ty Crease has just dominated this game from start to finish. I guess it's not finished yet, but the game is 30-27. White team still, but blue team currently pursuing a lead under Ty Crease's leadership. We'll start off this 4th quarter here. Dunmore sacked. A big sack there. That is Justin Jackson with the play. 2nd and 17. It's a play action. Dunmore throwing this one out. Caught by Rudy Rutherford. Really close there, but a nice throw. Now in the pistol handoff, J.J. Thomas stretching this one out wide. Breaks a tackle, and he'll pick up the first down as the blue team continues to push. And they have a chance to go up in this game. Play action now. Dunmore rolling out right. Doesn't have anybody open. Finally throws it, and he hits Darrell Ramsey in the face. Ramsey was never even looking for that ball. That's on Ramsey there. Dunmore now dropping back. A nice deep step back, and Matt Owens comes up with the pick. A sack and an interception for Matt Owens, and that one was just relying too much on getting the ball to Ty Crease. Christian Armstrong checking back in the game, as this will be a nice throw to Steve Cox on the fade there. So far, I've liked what Cox has done. More of a receiving threat at tight end, not much of a blocker. Now Armstrong showing if he can run. He's got a little speed to him. 20, 15, down to the 13-yard line on a nice run there, as that'll pick up 25 yards for him total. Now a triple option, and pitching it out to Gordon Lawson, who spins around and then shrugs off a tackle, and then fights his way down into the end zone. They'll rule him just short. So they're going to line up in the flex bone here. It's a handoff. Gordon Lawson getting the touchdown he deserves. I have loved what I've seen from him so far. Well, blue team back on offense, down 10, and Roa-Latu trying to see if he can also keep up with the running trend. We'll pick up 15 yards there. Now it's 2nd down and 5. Throw out in the flats to Kevin Tate, and he'll get down to the 50, just across the 50-yard line, as a matter of fact, at the 48. 1st and 10. Latu in the flex bone. It's a play action here. Latu rolling out, throwing this one, and misses Darrell Ramsey. Ramsey has been the target quite a few times. He's just been overthrown, and part of that's his speed, but part of that is also the quarterbacks missing him. Latu taking off and running with this one. A nice run there, but that is short of the first down. That'll be a turnover on downs. So Chris Mason checks back in, and this is a sweep here, end around to Adam Henry, a Harriman recruit that, is finally getting a touch in this game. As in the fourth quarter, towards the end, we might see a few players that haven't really gotten a lot of time yet get to play. Mason throwing this one deep, and that's one of those players, Holy Kalele, with the interception. A bad throw from Chris Mason. Not a bad throw as much as a bad decision, I suppose. So Latu will get some more time with the blue team before this game is over. Latu, a nice throw there to Terrence Hawthorne on the comeback. That is not an easy throw. Got to give Latu props for that. Still feel like Latu can make a great throw and then a boneheaded one the next play. And this is going to be one of those boneheaded plays as Sean Pratt picks that off. And that'll all but end this game. Pratt returning this down to the 40-yard line. And out comes Chris Mason, possibly last time of the game. Play action here. Mason rolling out left. Throwing this one up to Zach Schuster. Oh, that's actually Steve Cox, sorry. And a brilliant throw to Steve Cox as he's been open all game. And Chris Mason with a really nice pass. Out comes Bill Chambers, who I think was the unknown player of this game, and he'll take the final knee. Let's go ahead and look at the stats. We'll discuss who I think was best at each position. I think Wesley Dunmore and Bill Chambers had an argument for who was better between them. I've got to give it to Wesley Dunmore just for his experience. Running backs wise, I think J.J. Thomas was the most impressive in this game, but Kirk Doherty obviously still deserves to be running back one. Maybe more of a combined system between the two. Wide receivers and player of the game goes to Ty Crease. I don't think anybody's surprised with that one. And then defensively, a lot of different players impressed, but today's takeaway would have to be Matt Owens. I mean, a sack, an interception, a tackle for loss, and a lot of tackles. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We will come out with week 1 soon. It is a bye week. We'll be looking at recruiting and looking forward to the first game. Thank you so much.